that, looks like we are ready for Ghosts and Goblins with Error here.
So how we doing?
I'm pretty good.
All right, I'm going to power cycle the game here, and then we'll be ready to get started. Maybe.
Uh-oh, it starts.
Ghosts and Goblins is already trolling me?
That seems appropriate for Ghosts and Goblins.
Yeah, pretty much.
You got what? Try harder?
Give it another go here. We're reinserting the cartridge.
All right, I'm just bringing you a new console.
And
I'm going to try a new console.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to grab a new console. I'll plug one of our other sponsors real quick here. Humble Bundle. They sell games, ebooks, and a variety of other digital content through Pay What You Want bundle promotions and the Humble Store, as well as the Humble Monthly curated subscription service. You can choose how your payment is divided between the content creators, charity, and Humble Bundle themselves. They've raised over $129 million for charities across the world since 2010. And you can check them out at humblebundle.com/monthly.
So sounds good? Okay. All right, let's try this again.
Loop 2 of getting the game started. Oh my god. Come on.
We got a $10 donation from Birdman that says, bird, 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 bird. Wouldn't be a GDQ event without a couple technical difficulties, right? Another one of our sponsors is Fangamer. They're a video game merchandise company designing and producing official goods for a whole bunch of different games, including Persona 5, Dark Souls, One Shot, Undertale, and many more. All profits from GDQ merchandise sales are donated to Doctors Without Borders. And there's new official merchandise from Dark Souls, Hollow Knight, Persona 5, etc. You can check them out at fangamer.com/GDQ. Tokyo Attack is providing all of our arcade stuff at Games Done Quick here. And Raj of the Garage is the largest Japanese arcade event in America, hosted by Tokyo Attack, featuring 24-hour gaming, over 100 import arcade machines, more than 18 tournaments, and a casual fighting game room. It's an event you aren't going to want to miss. Find out more at rajotg.com. We have a $50 donation from Ace Burrito. It says, hey SGDQ, please take my money for another awesome event with a good cause. Runner's choice for where this money goes. some of the other upcoming incentives you can put your bids towards when donating. We've got some bids for Disgaea 5, including the pretty names, including My Dude, Dude, and Doop Doop Doobie Doo. But looks like we are ready to go for Ghosts and Goblins again.
So it's beginning to look like this might be the last run of Ghosts and Goblins ever. So let's go ahead and get started. Time will start when I gain control of Arthur in about 16 seconds.
This is the run. Art, Satan, Arthur, Princess, Armor. It's all the recipe for Ghosts and
3,
Goblins.
2, 1, go.
All right. Let's go.
So this is Ghosts and Goblins, regarded as one of the hardest games on the NES. Not much more to say about it. It's very unforgiving. Start out with the lance. Each weapon does the same amount of damage, so it doesn't matter which weapon I end up with. I took a hit there accidentally, so I had to take that armor a little bit slow, but I'm good to go. Luckily, this hit an armor coming up. Bet you would like to know where that was as a kid.
Yeah, it's so helpful.
So I was trying to power cycle the console just to make sure I started on the same RNG seed. The RNG starts on power on and not reset. So you start out with a magnificent RNG seed for just getting through the game quickly. Know where basically every enemy is spawning at the very beginning. Hopefully I don't screw up and mess up my RNG. This is a unicorn.
Mm-hmm.
Just like you know, remember it from My Little Pony. You know, the flowing mane, the horn on the head, the fireballs out the armpits.
One corn.
That was level 1. We're entering level 2. This is the level that most casuals get stuck with. I was able to buffer a jump at the very beginning. This is one of like 2 levels where Arthur actually starts on the ground instead of midair. It's slightly slower to fall there instead of jumping onto the platform from the top level, but I'm going to try a new trick from that wasn't in the run 3 years ago, and we'll see if I'm able to pull it off. Nope. So that's going to mess up my RNG just a little bit from what I want, but I'm okay with it. You know that 1% world record for the chance for world record that I said in the interview? Yeah, it's probably gone.
At least you tried. Oh,
You'll pick up
nice
backup armor in the upper left corner of the house. Because I'm going to want to do a damage boost over here to get out of the house much more quickly. So these platforms are a little bit RNG dependent. They start in the same position, but whether they start going up or down is random. But I'm going to try and manipulate it by scrolling it off screen, which I did there with this platform. So the boss of this stage is not 1, but 2 unicorns. So this is a little bit harder because the first one will jump over you. Usually you can get 3 hits in. Sometimes he's mean and he jumps over you immediately, and then the boss becomes a lot more dangerous. But they were kind of nice to me that time.
Yep.
So as a casual, if you got by level 2, you definitely got stuck in level 3. So unfortunately, since I messed up the house in level 2, I got to be a little bit safer here. I can't just go all out in the beginning section. You get a nice surprise by having a whole bunch of zombies and bats just right at the very beginning. The torch spawned there. That won't be the last time we see the torch. I don't want the torch quite yet, but I'll need to pick it up pretty soon. So those towers, you can't kill them unless they are red. If they're white, they just, you know, sit there and just block your way.
Nice kill.
So I'd like to thank Aquas for being up here with me. He doesn't actually run Ghosts and Goblins, but he runs Ghouls and Ghosts, and he at least knows a little bit about what's going on.
Some moral support.
So this guy I'm going to try and skip. If you don't actually attack the armor, he's going to start dancing. And he follows you unless he's dancing, in which he just stays on the same plane. So you can, if you go up or down ladders, you can just completely ignore them.
Yashichi.
Kind of like this one. Unless you shoot at him, then it's bad. So I picked up the torch there. The bosses are each immune to one of the weapons of the game, and the dragon here is actually immune to the lance. So I was forced to pick up the torch since I didn't have another weapon at the time. Take 6 hits to the head, and he was dispatched quickly.
Yeah, and that mechanic's not present in the arcade version. It's kind of a weird thing they did here.
So entering level 4, and level 4 is kind of the breather level. You start off in just a little bit of platforming. The platforming is the same every time. Afterwards, there's a bridge that spawns a bunch of blue demons, but most of them spawn behind you, in which I can ignore almost every single one of them. So if you have any donations, now would be a good time.
Hey.
Alrighty. We've got a $25 donation from Cora. First games done quick donation ever. My mom loves this game, but she couldn't quite stay up late enough to watch live. I'll watch it again later with her, of course, but consider this a donation from the both of us. Hi, Mom. Also like to plug another one of our sponsors, World 9 Gaming. From PCs to arcades and consoles old and new, World 9 Gaming aims to provide the highest quality video gaming experience to events in the Midwest and beyond. With our dedicated staff, tournament expertise, and expansive collection of games and consoles, World 9 is ready to take your event to the next level. For information on booking and upcoming events, check out world9gaming.com. They've also provided a lot of the board games we're using here at GDQ.
So it's the same boss as level 3. If you let him wake up on his own, he uses the exact same pattern every time, and it's 100% safe as long as I get my 6 hits in.
Wow.
If I wake him up if I had my armor, I would have woken him up myself, and that's a little bit more dangerous because I get a random pattern then.
Only with the armor, huh?
Well, I do like my marathon safety.
Oh, I see. Okay, gotcha.
So that damage boost wasn't in the run 3 years ago.
Hey.
So basically, I skipped a whole bunch of enemies at the bottom. And so other than that big guy, I picked up a money bag just to make sure that one of the platforms would spawn up here. But other than that, just a nice leisurely stroll through level 5 because we've hit the sprite limit. So you got time for another donation or two until I get to the boss.
Alrighty. We've got a $30 donation from your favorite sister. Shout out to my awesome brother, ERROR72. Good luck on your run. I love you, and I'm so proud of you.
Thank you, Ashley. So this is the boss. He's immune to the axe. Takes 8 hits to kill. Luckily, I was able to skip over the axe because it's the only weapon that actually spawns in the level that's not random. I lose up to 5 minutes if I happen to pick it up. But with the torch, he's pretty easy. I haven't really explained the torch. You can fire 2 shots at a time, but if you miss, it leaves a little flare on the ground, which counts as one of your shots. So if you're trying to fight a whole bunch of enemies at once and you miss, it's generally pretty bad because you'll get overrun really quickly. So this is the final stage. We need to pick up this weapon. It's the shield. It's required to beat the final boss. If we don't have it and we get to the final boss, we get sent back to level 5. So I'm going to go try and do another new damage boost. We're not doing the new damage boost. I got the bad pattern. It's a little bit unfortunate. I really wanted to show that off. Still highly likely to die because I did take a hit there because...
Whoa. Oh my goodness.
And that's Ghosts and Goblins, everyone.
That was some fierce swooping.
I'm actually surprised I missed. I expected to kill him. It's okay.
Nah, it's not. That's not gonna be major. I mean,
Can be quite the rude game for sure. Got a $150 donation from Spoony85. It says, usually donate for SGDQ, but I couldn't resist that console bundle chance. Thanks to all the runners, money goes to save the animals, to preserve the plot.
So I said I would only try all the hard tricks just once, so I'm not going to try that damage boost again. But there may be another opportunity here in a little bit. We're going to try the secondary hard boost, if this guy will cooperate. As long as he quits camping my ladder. We're not going to try it. He didn't want to cooperate.
yeah.
Skip over the axe again. We're up to the bosses. It's not one, but two Satans this time. And PJ would be jealous that he can't do this in the arcade version.
They're still easy in the arcade. Not if you play the US version, though.
So that strat works by...
Nice, man. Nice.
So the shield has a property that it's short range, but it can block projectiles. So the bosses can only go so far to the right of the screen. And so if you get them low enough, you can just stand there and just spam your shot, and you block any shots that they try and attack you with. And without, they obviously didn't have spell checkers in 1986.
Yep. Divisit by Satan.
So congratulations, we're done with Loop 1. We got the illusion room, have to beat the game again to get to the true ending. So Loop 2 changes. Most enemies are a little bit faster. Places with randomly spawning enemies like the zombies, they spawn more often. Projectiles are faster. Red armors fire twice. And there's a knife. The knife fires 3 shots at once. It's really nice. We also need it to beat the boss because the unicorns are actually immune to the shield.
Nice.
Other than that, there's not too many changes between Loop 1 and Loop 2, other than the Loop 2 is a little bit harder. You got a little bit of a bad pattern there, but this section should be pretty easy. So we have a nickname for these spirits that spawn in this section of this forest. I used to call them pigs in a blanket, but someone in chat started calling them burritos, and that's a lot easier to say, and it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, just...
There's a unicorn there was a little bit trolly. He jumps in reaction to your attacks, so sometimes he just stays on the ground and just lets you kill him. But he jumped 3 times there on me. So we got level 2 Redux coming up. There's a new trick that I can't remember his name right now, but one of the Japanese runners of this game, or the Famicom version. There's enough differences between the NES and the Famicom version that you could probably call them separate games, but he came up with a trick for this level that I'm going to try and pull off to make it a little bit quicker. I'm trying to take a damage boost here.
Oh, wow.
And hitboxes don't always work in this game.
Birds. Oh. That was cool. That was the trick, I'm guessing.
It was.
Very nice, very nice. That looked cool.
So we're going to try the same damage boost in loop 1. I'm going to wait here because I was a little bit late getting there, and there's a chance that if I had gone, the bluebird would have spawned where I would have fallen on him and died. So we got our 2 unicorns coming up again. I'm really hoping the first one doesn't jump over me immediately. And he was nice, and he didn't. So this should be easy cleanup. Nice catch.
Nice catch.
I can't remember if that's in the arcade version or not, or whether that started with ghouls.
I think it started with ghouls. I don't know. Was there a nice catch there? You're just saying it for fun.
Another one of our sponsors here is Power Up Audio. They're an indie sound studio from Vancouver, Canada. They've worked on a lot of your favorite indie PC games like Into the Breach or Towerfall Ascension. Their entire team's here at SGDQ helping us out, and they're donating their time on sound 24/7.
So level 3 is not too much different. One of the changes that I don't think I mentioned in loop 2 is that the red Aramers, those red flying demons, they fire 2 shots instead of 1.
Ooh.
Man, I lost my armor. It's a good thing that there's actually 2 hidden armors in this stage. One of which is right there. Jump over that. Jump over to the left on that step.
The ambush where the armor is. Pretty nice.
So part of what makes this game really hard is that it's just really hard to find those hidden armors. So I actually swapped out my knife for a torch. And most people are probably calling me crazy. You'd probably be right, but it does make, the torch makes the dragon easier because it does arc up a little bit when you fire. I can't get the initial hits in with the knife. And as long as you don't miss with the torch isn't that bad of a weapon. So there's basically no changes in level 4 except the blue imps are just slightly faster. The platforms are not faster, but same pattern. So if you have some donations,
We've got
go
a
right ahead.
Sure thing. Got a $50 donation from John Straight. Here's 50 for now, but I plan on donating more. Been excited for a while and have the house to myself all week. Yay! Sounds like a good time, John. Another sponsor we have at Games Done Quick here is ViewSonic. They're a leading global provider of visual solution products. They are monitor experts with 30 years of experience. ViewSonic Gaming Monitors. We game with you. You can check them out at viewsonic.com/gaming. As a reminder, we're raising monies for Doctors Without Borders. So all of your donations go to help that great cause.
Nice.
I like that pattern.
Yeah,
I wish you'd give me that more often.
He wanted it.
So level 5, the first 4 levels in the game have checkpoints. Level 5 is the first level that does not. Luckily, I'm skipping most of it anyway. Hoping for a good spawn here. And since I messed that up, it's just a lot faster to just die. Get to try it again. There we go.
Nice.
Pick up this money back for safety. occasionally, since the sprite limit, since I skip a whole bunch of skeletons and bats down below, these floating eyeball platforms, the top one doesn't always spawn in. So I pick up that money bag to reduce the sprite limit. And if I get a ogre there to spawn, it means I didn't need to pick up the money bag, but it doesn't cost that much time to actually kill him. So I got time for one donation or so before I get to the boss.
Alrighty. We've got a $15 donation from Percival. It says, "This is becoming a tradition, so thank you for the memories and all that you do this awesome summer week."
Ooh. Is that RNG or were you late on that one?
I was a little late.
Ooh.
He swooped a little bit faster than I expected, so.
See, those are the ones that hurt.
They are the ones that hurt.
Yeah.
We could do level 5 again. Hope you liked it.
That's D&G for you. It's a series that expects you to have mastery of the game. Very punishing.
If I had to have one word for Ghosts and Goblins, it would be rude.
It's very rude.
Give you folks a little more information about Doctors Without Borders. They're a medical humanitarian organization working in more than 60 countries around the world. A private international association that provides assistance to populations in distress, victims of natural or man-made disasters, and victims of armed conflict. And they do so regardless of your race, religion, political convictions, or creed. Check them out at doctorswithoutborders.org.
That was also very rude. I was not expecting that guy to spawn in right as I got to the ladder. Play this guy a little bit safe. Because I really don't want to die on the boss again.
Yeah, you're making me nervous there.
I'm making myself nervous. Especially since I'm out of lives.
Oh.
I mean, you have infinite continues,
Right.
but I don't know if I really want a game over. That'd
No, that'd
make me sad.
it's less dignified to game over.
So should I go for the super hard damage boost? I only succeed about 3% of the time. And that's not the damage boost. We'll give it a go. We'll not give it a go. Gave me a bad pattern again.
Yeah,
Stop.
go ahead.
Would you stop camping my ladder? So one of the side effects of killing that Error that I tried to do the damage boost off of is that I'm getting burritos to spawn now.
Oh, wow. That actually kills off that whole spawn. Wow, this is crazy.
That's the backup damage boost. Luckily, the same strat works again in loop 2.
Very nice. That was scary for a bit. Like everything was happening there at once.
So, I said most enemies were faster. The final boss is not one of them.
Astaroth.
He is exactly the same as he was in loop 1. And that's time.
There we go. Good game. One credit clear. Kept it together. That's the true ending there. All right.
Isn't that an awesome true ending?
You gotta love when the true ending still tells you to return to the starting point.
Well, that's because there's a loop 3. But
Oh,
I
man.
don't think we don't have time for loop 3. So
Understandable.
thank you very much. That's Ghosts and Goblins.
Yeah, great run.
Alrighty. Thank you, Era, for that Ghost and Goblins run. Coming up next, we've got Wacky Races, run by the Cov, and Kid Cool after that, run by Smartball. Following that is Pizza Pop, being run by Apollo, and Bengai O. So lots of cool stuff coming up on Games Done Quick here. Another one of our sponsors here at Summer Games Done Quick is Super Meat Boy Forever, which is the sequel to the indie mega hit Super Meat Boy by Team Meat. Coming out in 2018 for Steam, Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 4, and Xbox One. You can add it to your wish list on Steam now. And you can follow them at Super Meat Boy on Twitter or on their Discord at discord.gg/teammeat for updates. It's definitely one I'm looking forward to myself. Games Done Quick is also sponsored by Wave Dash Games with Icon's Combat Arena, which is a free-to-play and it's on PC. A new era of platform fighters. You can join the open beta weekend right now. You can get your Steam key over at beta.icons.gg. We've got a $25 donation from Jedi John that says, "Hello from Oklahoma City." Thanks, John. Some other incentives coming up in the next bit here that you can put your donations towards. There's an alternate costume option for Enter the Gungeon, which is about a little over halfway met there. There's also an incentive for a bonus game. Certainly want to make the marathon run as long as possible, of course, for Mega Man X2, which is at $2,000 of $25,000. So if you'd like to get that Mega Man X2 run in the marathon, make sure to put your donations in for that one. You can also put donations towards choosing the language in the Simpsons Hit and Run run. Currently, German is in the lead by quite a margin at about 1,500. French is in second, about 400, with English right behind it. So if you have a language preference, that's another option for your donations there. Got a $5 donation from Soy Sauce the Kid. It says, "Had to donate because Arthur praises the sun." $10 donation from Adwelath says, "I'm already hyped for Final Fantasy VI, hoping that the opera will be sung by the runner. You and me both." Our merchandise sponsor here at Games Done Quick is the Yeti. They've been supporting us since way back in 2012. And you can get official merchandise and t-shirts at theyeti.com, spelled Y-E-T-E-E. As a reminder, anyone that's donating at least $150 total over the entire marathon will be entered to win an awesome bundle of a 8th generation console set and gaming PC. You can check out the details on the website at gamesdonequick.com. And yeah, make sure you get your donations in if you want a chance at winning that awesome set there. Also worth noting that our website does have a new and revamped donation page. Makes it much cleaner and easier to work with. Get a $5 donation from Kalia of the Vast. Says, I'm really digging the Ghost and Goblins jumps. He looks like a ballerina. Here's $5 for those amazing grand jetés. Hopefully I didn't butcher the pronunciation of that too badly. Another prize currently available is the Ninja Gaiden soundtrack for $15. So any bid of $15 or more will have a chance to win that one. Some of the other upcoming incentives you can put your donations towards for Gauntlet Legends. There's a character choice option. If Red Warrior needs food badly, you need to get your donations in because they're currently trailing Wizard and Valkyrie is behind Warrior. So you got some options there. Red is winning, though, for the choose armor color incentive with yellow behind and green behind that. So if you got a favorite color, there's an option for you. Another sponsor here at Games Done Quick is Annapurna Interactive. They're publishers of indie games like Gorogoa, Florence, and What Remains of Edith Finch. They've got more games releasing later this year, like Ashen, Outer Wilds, and Donut County. And you can check them out at annapurnainteractive.com.